Okay, looks like we're live here. My name's Kyle Micklejohn with eXp Realty out of Red Deer here, and I've got your market evaluation done here for 34 Talson Place. So this is the old feature sheet from when it was last listed for 765. Okay, 5 bedroom, 4 bath, 2,474 square feet. So I pulled up stuff for the last 6 months, and things are starting to change over the last couple months, even around here with pricing. Just there's a little more of what do you call it? People are buying them anyways. There's more of urgency. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a little more urgency because I used to have, there's a few of these in here that I've had for sale that used to be $800,000 houses, and they were down to the 650, 660 range. And now they're selling for around that 700 range. So this is everything that I pulled up for that's active and has sold in the last 6 months in 600 to 750 price range. So there's going to be a few that I'm going to skip here because, like for instance, this one, 2004, I think it's overpriced at $729,900 in Rosedale. So I'm just going to skip it. It's 2 days on the market with a for sale by owner company. And usually the reason why those are they take those listings, usually they're overpriced and nobody else would list them. So I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to skip this one, older area. This one in 143 Wyndham Crescent. So these are all the actives that would be comparable to you right now if you put it on the market. Okay. So this one is in Wyndham Crescent over in Westlake on the west end of town. I'm assuming you used to live in this house and you know the area pretty good. Anyways, 2005, 720. It's on the market for 720. 26 days on the market. 4 bedroom, 4 bath. Okay, 2,100 square foot house. So too much money. Right off the bat. I know that one's too much money. This is in Towers Close in Timberland. I don't know what goes on with this place, but it's been off the market for years. And they're at 720 here right now. So this isn't, I don't know, there's something with this place that nobody seems to like. I've never been through it myself, but it just can't sell. But it does seem like a decent price actually for what it is, because it's 6 bedroom, 4 bath. It does have a suite in it. Maybe that's people when they're upgrading, I guess, to that maybe don't want to have a suite. I'm not too sure, but it's 2,600 square feet. It's a big house, nice clothes. 3 Trump Place. This one's on the market for 700. I actually sold this house in 2014, I believe, for 720,000 or 710. That was the price I sold that for 2014. 4 bedroom, 4 bath, 2,400 square feet. So the same as yours. No walkout, fully finished, 700. Really nice place. Small lot. It's about the same size of the lot as what you got or what you have. And the feedback I had quite a bit was the lot was too small. So when people are upgrading to something like this, they're looking for a big pie lot so they could park their trailer, motorhome, boats, whatever, and they want to consolidate all their costs and throw it in, just get rid of those costs, I should say, of storing a camper or a boat or whatever, and they want to put it in the yard. So, not that I get a lot of that feedback when you have houses like this for sale this size with a small lot, but it's people end up buying it anyways. But this place, it's really nice. It's actually a gorgeous house, but I found it a tough sale because it was too unique for Sylvan Lake. Had tons of showings and then it finally sold, and that's probably kind of what the same issue with it too. It's not everybody likes the wide open concepts, kind of like the one you have, right? Is more of the is what all the builders kind of stick to, and this was just a builder that just builds a few spec homes here and there, right? And they kind of built it a little bit too unique for Red Deer. So that's been on for 81 days. 167 Garrison Circle. This is active, and it's 760. So Garrison Circle, the lots go for a little bit more money there, but this one, 2013, 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 2165 square feet, but it has an unfinished basement. They are, so it's a lot smaller, and they're at 670 for a price. And again, these lots, Garrison Circle in I forget the name of that. Garden Heights, yeah, Garden Heights. It's just, they back onto trees and paths and stuff, and this is a pretty big yard too on this one. Big pie-shaped lot. So they go for a little more in there. It still hasn't sold. It's 43 days on the market. I'm suspecting it's overpriced. Okay. So then we go to Castle. This is a weird house. I'm not even going to compare that one. It's in an old area of Clearview. This one's in Garrison Circle as well. 629.9, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,040 square feet. Okay, on the market still. So more importantly, the solds, because a lot of stuff, a few of those houses I've noticed are overpriced there. So anyways, that's all there is right now on the market, okay? So 49 Garrison Circle, this was in March, sold for $724, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 2,600 square feet, and this one backs onto pine trees, right? Nice spot, backs onto walking trail, all that. Really nice place. Kind of a good sought after area in here, okay? Let's see. That's not work. There we go. So walkout. A walkout is about a 15 grand upgrade in a house like this. So, and backing onto a trail like that. So that's pretty, it's a nice house in there. Okay. Next, this one, 38 La Rose. So this is for, it's 2014 already. Sold for $705. Triple car garage. There's another 20 grand. This place is, I don't think the basement's finished on it. 2,200 square feet. Sold for $705. Anyways, kind of a different, kind of the layout everybody wants. Kind of the area too. That's kind of very popular. Timberlands is popular as well, but this one sold for $705 with the triple and smaller. And a walkout on this one. $225, central air. Yeah. Okay, so they seem to, those are selling for good money in there. This is a good one. This is a good comparable. I had this one for sale in 2014 as things just kind of dropped off. So I sold the one right here next door for 810 grand at the time in 2014, or maybe 13. Might have been 13, 14. I sold it for 810 next door. I think in 2 days for that price. Then then I got this house a year later, and they plummeted. They went from, because the market changed. It went from this place went from a $780,000 or $800,000 house down to a $660,000 house. So it was recently just put on the market just last month for $700,000 or $750,000, and I thought that was too high. And I did talk to the agent about it, and because I'm friends with him. Anyways, it ended up selling for $700,000. 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,600 square feet almost. Okay. It's not a triple car garage, but it's got this extension in here where it's the size of a triple, but they don't have, or not quite the size, but it is extended. It is a pretty big place, right? Mason Martin home. It has a lot of unique upgrades. I see yours had the coffered ceilings too. These are wood beams throughout the home. And the feedback on this place, it's a little choppy too. A lot of people didn't like, because it's, again, not wide open like everybody likes. It was a little bit choppy. But anyways, it sold for $700 here just recently, which it's a pretty decent comparable. They do have some nice wood upgrades, but they got the spiral staircase kind of like what you have. a bonus room, master ensuite. It's comparable. So a lot of comparable things. So that sold for $700, but it's a little bit bigger. So it is 2,600 square feet rather than 24. I believe 20. Oh, it's only 100 square feet, 125 bigger, right? But they do have this cost for extra, bigger garage, a little bit more square footage. So there's a few things that make it a little bit, and that's kind of a little bit more of a popular area, higher end area too, where this, yours is too, I guess, right? This is a brand new house. I'm not going to compare that. Caribou, so Clearview. Houses are a little higher in here too, in Clearview. They, this one, here, let me get back to the, this one sold for $670, unfinished basement, 2,400 square feet. Stuff goes, so if they did the basement, it'd be a $700,000 house. But things go a little bit higher in here too, right? So this has got a nice backyard. It backs right onto this green space here. And then that's the Michener Center in behind there. As far as I'm concerned, this is one of the best areas in Red Deer, this street. It's just a very nice spot. Walking past all back here, spruce trees. It's just really nice spot, right? So, so this sold for $670, and these were all within this spring too. These sales, right? I'm kind of sticking to the spring. Nice house, vaulted ceilings in the bonus room. Granite, stainless, hardwood. Nice house. So I just want to see. This has unfinished basement. It does. Oh, it's laminate flooring. Okay. So you have the same thing with your laminate. Which, let's see what else. Let's see. Okay, another one in Garrison, 675, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,000 square feet, and this sold for $670. Unfinished basement with a walkout. Okay, those go for a little more money too. Again, right? So they're kind of a little bit on the higher end of pricing too. If they finish that basement, it would go over the 700 range, kind of like that Clearview home as well, right? So let's see, what else do we have here? 23 towers. So in your area there, again, sold for $668, 14 days on the market. So that was in April 27th. Good comparable. So this one is 2,200 square feet though. So yours is bigger. In-floor heat, forced air, fully finished basement. That sold for $670. Okay, $670. Nice little towers close. Yours is probably just as good of a close. Nice windows. Okay. Looks like engineered hardwood. High-end appliances. So that sold for $670 in 14 days. Tyndale sold for $640, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, Timberstone, 2014. This sold in February, so a little earlier in the year, where maybe it would sell for a little more. 2,500 square feet, fully finished basement, carpet, hardwood, laminate. Okay, so this sold for $645 with the triple car garage. So this one throws me off. Okay, because it's a big house, triple car garage, backs onto green space. Just seems like it's sold really cheap for whatever reason. Quartz countertops, nice appliances, high-end appliances, nice backsplash. So very nice home. This one just kind of throws me off because this is just, it really drops things down. it really drops, kind of brings the values down from all of those, right? Because it has that triple, and it's just a very high-end, very nice house. But again, it was in February where that's kind of when things were starting to like, we were starting to catch on. Hey, things are changing here. Look how nice this basement is. Look at these wall units and everything. So very nice, very rich, and just very high-end looking home. And look at the patio, backing onto trees, big lot. This house, my opinion, this house, from what I see, again, it throws me off. It sold for $645,000. As far as I'm concerned, this is over a $700,000 house now. Just because things have changed, and I just think they underpriced it personally for the market. But the market was weird at that time, February. They listed it in January, so things just started, a little bit changing there. So I bet you they could have sold it for 50 grand higher. Carlisle Green, this one sold for 635 in April. 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet, triple car garage. So there's a few here that are just kind of throw things off. I think what they did with this one is they probably compared that last one, because this seems like a higher, should have sold for 50 grand higher at least too, as far as I'm concerned. If that one in Vanier sold for 700, I believe if these last two, if that one in Vanier I showed you sold for 700, these two houses are $730,000 houses. Okay, so back to your place here. Here's another one, Williams Close, 2,500 square feet, fully finished. So that's over in Westlake, 2010, sold for $630,000. So that's kind of where I came up with the lower evaluation a couple months ago. But then now that that one in Vanier and a few others are selling a little bit higher. So things are just changing a little bit. We're in the midst of the change. So with your place, I think a list price of 700,000 would be a good start, and kind of go from there. Just see what kind of happens, right? I know it would be best to get those renters out of there, get the carpets cleaned. Great carpets, they look like they need cleaned a little bit. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. It'd be nice to get some pictures of it once they get some of their stuff out of there, because they told me they were moving over a month. But that's up to you. I'm kind of picky with that. The pictures need to be perfect. The house needs to be nice and decluttered. Very important stage. It might be worth it to wait an extra couple of weeks to get them to just clean it a little bit, or declutter, get some of their stuff out of there, and we can make it work with some pictures and staging, move a few things around, and get it a little bit nice and presentable with the renters out of there, because they have a lot of stuff in there. Anyway, so I'm thinking a list price of 700 would be a good start, and it's probably a 680-ish home. But I guess we'll have to see. There's a few things that are all over the place, and I think that one for 700 was a little bit of a surprise to sell at 700. But maybe the market's changing. But I would start at 700 for a list price here. Okay, or I shouldn't say maybe the market's changing. It is changing. So, anyways, any questions? Give me a call, 403-872-9178. Thanks. Have a good one.